Alrighty, here we go. Hey there, everybody. It's a nasty one here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Heaters franchise here in year number 1. Last episode, we took on our former team, the Buzzards, in the first game of the second half of our first season, and we lost 10-7 in a back-and-forth offensive slugfest, as our bullpen just didn't really show up and couldn't really do anything about it. With that loss, we're now 5-4 on the year, one game above 500 as we head out on the road for a one-game pit stop away from home before heading back for another 4-game stretch at home, which will finish off our home schedule for the season. We'll be taking on the Overdogs, who are the last non-divisional opponent we have to face this season. I believe we are 2-2 out of division, looking to finish that with a winning record this year. On the mound for us is veteran Bishop Fuller, 2-0 with a 1.93 ERA and an 0.93 WHIP. And on the mound for the Overdogs is rookie right-hander Chasey Kim, 1-0 with a 3.97 ERA and a 1.32 WHIP. Lineup for today's game for us, leading off in center, Reyes Rufo, followed by Slapper Glute in left field. Then batting third is shortstop Jesus Gold. Batting fourth, locked in at third base, Theodore Stiffner. Batting fifth, first baseman Alan Hinton. Batting sixth, backup catcher William Donovan, giving Hank Hart a day off. Batting seventh, still tense in second base, Dion Base. Batting eighth, right fielder Volt Bolter. And batting ninth is the pitcher Bishop Fuller. As we jump into the game today, let's get it on. Looking at the Overdogs today, they've put everything into their offense this year, it appears. Their speed is almost off the charts, even more so than ours was at the beginning of the year. They have a lot of power in this lineup and a little bit over average contact. They are a very good offensive team with the speed to back it up. However, their defense and rotation are both suspect, and their bullpen is only average at best. They're hoping to win games on the offensive side of things as compared to on the pitching side of things. Or the defensive side of things, for that matter. They're looking to outslug their opponents, basically, and steal a lot of bases. Leading off for us will be Rufo Glute and Gold against Chasey Kim as we get ready to kick it off here. Rufo leading off, hitting .368 with a homer and 5 RBIs, as he'll face Chasey Kim, the rookie right-hander. Kim on the year is 1-0. He has a 3.97 ERA and a 1.32 WHIP. 5 earned runs given up in 2 starts, totaling 11 in the third innings, just under 6 innings to start. 10 hits surrendered. 2 homers, 5 walks, and 8 strikeouts. Batting average against on the year for Kim is .250, coming into his third start of his rookie campaign. Rufo ready, here we go. Heater in there at the letters, 0-1 the count. Heater away misses, 1-1 the count from Kim. Pass down the way, chopped in the hole to third. Rhonda Horn over for it. She'll make the play to first in time, 1 down. Next up, left fielder Slapper Glute, hitting .324 with a homer, 6 RBIs on the year. Expect a lot of fastballs out of Kim, as those are his 2 best pitches. Slider low, ball 1. Whether or not he can control his pitches, that is the question. Heater inside, strike called, 1-1. Fastball up, swung through it late, 1-2 the count to Glute. Fastball up and away, fisted down the left field line. That'll drop in for a base hit as Glute on with a 1-out single. As he poked that one off the end of the bat, and that'll bring up shortstop Jesus Gold, hitting .345 with 2 homers, 5 RBIs on the year. Runner goes on the first pitch. Fastball's low. Throw down by the pitcher Perez in time to get Slapper Glute. What a throw from Samuel Perez, who's not known for his arm behind the plate. Second caught stealing for Glute this year. He's 0 for 2 on stolen base attempts. 1-0 count to Gold. Heater up and in is high. 2-0 the count. Fastball up and in, swung late. 2-1. Fastball away, driven by Gold to right field. Hit very well. Going back to the fence is Yu. That hits off the fence over his head as Yu gives chase. And that'll be a 2-out double from Gold. They'll be on its second with 2 down, and that'll bring up third baseman Theodore Stiffner, coming off a 2-home-run game last episode. Locked in, hitting .385 with 4 homers and 13 RBIs on the year, leading the team in both categories. Right down the middle, he probably should have killed that one. 0-1. Fastball up, driven by Stiffner down the right field line. That is a fair ball into the corner, 1 hopping off the fence and bouncing away from you. Stiffner replaces Gold at second as it's an RBI double, 1-0 Heaters, and Stiffner is hurt sliding into second base, so goody. Rookie Alan Hinton to up next, first baseman with RBI man, hitting .500, 4 homers, 8 RBIs in the year as Stiffner tweaked his groin going into second base. That's great. It's now our hottest hitter is now injured and has to come out of the game. That's fantastic. Well, maybe not. Let's keep him in for now. If he loses locked in, we'll take him out because his fielding's not affected by it, so shouldn't affect him too much. So we'll stick with Stiffner for now. But He is injured, so we'll probably end up moving either Hinton to third base and putting Levo in the game at first, or putting Digaforto at third. Either or. Hinton ready to drive him in. Heater high at the letters, 0-1. Pass down and in, grounded in the hole to first. Nice diving play by Sack to Song. Flips in time to Kim, and that is caught to end the inning. Bottom one, it is 1-0 Heaters on the RBI double by Stiffner, despite him getting hurt on the play. Heaters lead 1-0 to the bottom of the first. Action, Emin, and Gold due up against Bishop Fuller. Here's Elroy Action, second baseman hitting .421 with a homer, 4 RBIs on the year. He'll be the first batter to face Bishop Fuller on the year. Fuller, arguably our best performing pitcher in the entire team this season, outside of maybe Never Walker. Definitely the best starter by leaps and bounds over all the others. 2-0 on the year for Fuller. 1.93 ERA and a 0.93 WHIP. He's given up 3 earned runs in 2 starts, totaling 14 innings, so averaging 7 innings a start. 12 hits surrendered, 3 homers, 1 walk, and 18 strikeouts to lead the team. Batting average against .231 on the year as he'll face the Overdogs lineup. After action, it is locked in shortstop Kasha Emin, then locked in left fielder Guy Gold. Batting fourth, rookie first baseman locked in Sack to Song. Batting fifth, rookie center fielder Chopper Birch. He is tense. Batting sixth, rattled at third base is Rhonda Horn. Batting seventh out in right field is Robin Yu. And batting eighth is backup catcher Samuel Perez, giving Anton Goodwood a day off. And batting ninth is pitcher Chasey Kim. First pitch fastball in there. Strike called at the knees, 0-1. Slider inside, fouled back, 0-2 the count. Change it down and away, in the dirt, 1-2. Two-seam up and away, high, 2-2. Ball down and in, chased in the dirt, grounded to short, Gold to his left, cuts it off, fires to first, in time, 1 down. Next up, shortstop locked in Kasha Emin, hitting .316 with 2 homers, 3 RBIs on the year. First pitch curveball middle away, strike called on the corner, 0-1. Two-seamer up and in, strike called, 0-2. Change it down and in, inside, 1-2. Four-seamer up and away, strike called on the outside corner. First punch out today for Fuller. 2 down in the inning, and that'll bring up left fielder Guy Gold, who's locked in, hitting .308 with 2 homers and 10 RBIs on the year. It's change up at the knees. Ripped to first, past the diving Hinton into right field. That is a base hit for Gold. So he'll be on with the 2-out knock. He's on fire, and that'll bring up locked in first baseman Sack the Song. Hitting .324 with 6 homers and 18 RBIs on the year for the rookie first baseman. Fastball at the knees, driven to left center field. Hit pretty well by Song as that's carrying well. Rufo's out of room at the wall. Leaps off the wall behind him as that ricochets to glute. That'll be an RBI triple for Sack the Song. It is tied up at 1 as he just missed a home run by inches. 19th RBI in the year for Song, and that'll bring up rookie center fielder Chopper Birch. Hitting .130 on the year with a homer, 2 RBIs as he's currently tense. First two-seamer at the letters, ripped to right field on the line. Bolter going back, leaping at the fence, makes a nice catch as that ends the inning. That saves a run to the second. We're tied at 1. Donovan, Base, and Bolter due up. Leading off the inning is rookie catcher William Donovan, hitting 1 for 8 on the year with a solo homer to boot. High pitch active for the rookie here. Fastball high from Kim, ball 1. Fastball at the knees, line in the hole to second, pass to both diving infielders into right field. That is a leadoff single for Donovan. He's on to start the second, and that'll bring up 10th second baseman Dion Base, hitting a .188 with an RBI on the year. Heater at the knees away, 0-1. Fastball at the knees, chopped the second. Charging action, he'll flip the second one. Emin to first, double play. And the base runner's erased. 2 down, bases empty for Volt Bolter. Right fielder hitting .361 with 3 RBIs on the year. Slider away, caught the corner, 0-1. Heater away, misses, 1-1. Heater inside, strike called at the letters, 1-2 as tough out activates for Bolter. Fastball away, grounded to short right at Emin. She'll charge and make the play to first in time to end the inning. 1 hit in the inning, raced on a double play ball. Bottom 2, 6, 7, 8 due up for the Overdogs here. Horn, Yu, and Perez. Leading off is rattled third baseman Rhonda Horn, hitting only a $172 on the year with a homer and 3 RBIs. Pitch slider down and in is low, ball 1. Change up away. Ripped up the line. Foul on the left side. 1-1 the count. Fastball up the letters. High. 2-1. Ball down. In the dirt. 3-1. Two-seamer up and away. Way high and outside. Ball 4. First walk today for Fullers. He lost control of that one. That'll bring up Robin Yu, the right fielder, hitting .313 with 2 homers and 4 RBIs on the season. Two-seamer in there for a strike. Throw down by Donovan. Low. Just dropped by the shortstop Gold, as that is a stolen base for Rhonda Horn. Horn's first successful steal of the season. She's 1 for 2. 0-1 the count to Yu. The ball up and in. Raw line to first. Hinton leaps over his glove up the line into the corner as Bolter cuts it off. Coming around third is Horn. She's going to try and score. Throw is late as Donovan's throw back to second is also late. It's an RBI double for Robin Yu as the Overdogs take the lead 2-1 here in the second. Catcher Samuel Perez back up getting a start today, hitting .385. He's got 2 RBIs on the season. Fastball down and away as low as the runner goes, and I forgot he was going for third. Wouldn't have mattered anyway. Steeler almost guaranteed that to be a stolen base. Robin Yu's third stolen base of the season. He's 3 for 3. 1-0 the count here to Perez. Fastball up and in is a strike called. 1-1 the count as Fuller is now tense. Slider down and in is low. 2-1. Change up. Swung through it late. 2-2 the count. Two-seamer down and away. Chased it low. Strike 3. Second punch out of the day for Fuller. His 20th of the season. 1 down, and that'll bring up pitcher Chasey Kim. Hitting .250 on the air. RBI chance for Kim as the runner is at 90 feet away from scoring. Fastball up in the first pitch. Strike called. 0-1. Ball down and in. Low and inside. 1-1. Two-seamer middle in. Fouled off on the right side. Hinton giving chase. Won't get there as that's down. 1-2 the count. Slider up and away. Chased it high. Strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Fuller. It's up to 3 now on the day. 2 down, and that'll bring up Elroy Action. Action 0 for 1 today. He struck out looking. Did he? No, the other person struck out looking. That's right. Fastball down the way in the first pitch. Strike called. 0-1. Slider up and in the next pitch. Check swing strike. 0-2 the count. Curveball up and in. Fouled off by Action as he'll stay alive. 0-2 still the count. Two-seamer up and away. Line to right center over the leaping bases glove that is down for an RBI single. Action makes it a 3-1 game. As Fuller's immediately down to tense mojo again, as that'll bring up Kasha Emmon, 0 for 1 today. Struck out looking her first time up. First pitch curveball down and in. Foul back, 0-1. Two-seamer down and away is low, 1-1 the count. Fastball up and away. Check swing outside, 2-1. Change it down and in. Strike called at the knees. Throw down by Donovan. Just late. Stolen base for Action. As the Overdogs are just going to run rough shot through Donovan back there as he has no arm. Action's third steal of the season. He is also 3 for 3 to match Robin Yu. 2-2 the count here to Emmon. Slider down and away. Chased it outside strike 3 as Fuller strikes out the side. But he does give up 2 runs in the process. 3-1 the score to the third. Overdogs now lead. Fuller leads off, followed by Rufo and Galut. Leading off is Bishop Fuller, hitting .400 on the season. Leading off here in the third is that Heater's down and in for a strike, 0-1. Heater up and away is high, 1-1. Fastball up and away, chopped up the middle. 1 hopper to Emmon. On to first, 1 down. And that'll bring up center fielder Ray's Rufo. Over 1 day for Rufo. He grounded out to third base his first time up. Slider in there with the letters, 0-1. Heater down in the way is outside and low, 1-1. Fastball up and in, fouled off, 1-2 the count. Fastball up and in, fist to the left, diving is Emmon. No, she'll just run it down. Actually, she has good speed. She don't need to dive. 2 down, and that'll bring up Slapper Gloop. 1 for 1 today with a single. He is tense after trying to steal second base and got caught. Fastball low at the knees, strike called, 0-1. Heater away, strike called, 0-2. Fastball down the way, fouled off. 0-2 the count to Gloop. Fastball up and in, fisted to left center, shallow. Out for it, Emmons. She'll run that down as well, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 for Kim. Bottom three, it is still 3-1. Hard lineup up here for the Overdogs. Gold, Song, and Birch. Gold leading off, 1-for-1 today with a single. Currently on fire after that single. As Fuller's back to neutral mojo. First pitch change up down and in is low and inside. Ball one. Slider away. That's line to third over the diving Stiffner's glove up the line. Fair ball for Gold as he'll be looking for two out of the box. Throw in by Glute is going to be late. It is a leadoff double. Gold on at second, and that'll bring up Sack to Song. Rookie tripled him in his first time up. Let's see what he does with this at bat. He almost had a home run. Hit it off the top of the fence out there in center. Two-seam up and in on the first pitch. Chased it inside. 0-1. Fastball away. Fouled off by Song out of play on the right side. 0-2 the count. Slider down and in. Inside. 1-2. Change it down and away. Outside. 2-2. Seamer up and in. Ripped by Song to left field on the line. Glute coming on, won't get there, and that's a single for Song. Runners at the corners, none down. Fuller tense again, and that'll bring up Chopper Birch. Rookie. Granted that his first time up, he's 0-for-1. Pick off the first, nothing doing. A Song back safely. Seamer down in the way in the first pitch. Line to short. Gold fields it cleanly for the first out as everybody freezes. Fuller back to neutral, and that'll bring up Rhonda Horn, who drew a walk her first time up. She is no official at bat today. She also stole a base and then scored a run. First pitch curveball down. Strike at the knees. 0-1. Slider away. Outside. 1-1. Two-seamer down and in. Low. 2-1. Change up inside. Fouled off by Horn. 2-2 the count. Is that jammed her? Four-seamer in there. Fouled off. Thank God. That was down the middle. 2-2 the count. Slider down in the way. Line up the middle. That is a single to right center. That is going to be a base hit and an RBI for Horn. As Song's going to try for third. Throw in will get him, as that is an outfield assist for Rufo. Two down, but Horn does stretch it to a double. She drives in the run still. It is 4-1 Overdogs. That'll bring up Robin Yu, 1-for-1 with an RBI double his first time up. He also stole a base and scored a run as well. Ball away in the first pitch, driven by Yu to right center field, dead center. He got all of that one, folks. It is gone as it one hops into the bushes out there at the batter's eye. Third homer of the year for Robin Yu, and the Overdogs break it open here. It is 6-1 here in the fourth. Perez up next. He's 0-for-1 today. Seamer down and in on the first pitch. Chopped the second, charging his base. He'll barehand at the first, in time to end the inning. But the Overdogs get 3 runs in the inning, capped off by the 2-run homer by Robin Yu. 6-1 to the fourth. Gold, Stiffner, and Hinton hard lineup up for the Heaters as we try to break through against Kim. He's kept this quiet since the first inning. Here's Jesus Gold, 1-for-1 today with a double. Strike at the knees, 0-1. Gould also scored a run his first time up. Heater inside, misses the Gold, 1-1. Fastball up and in, guide to right center. Easy play for Robin Yu over there. Makes the catch, 1 down. Theodore Stiffner up next, doubled in a run his first time up and tweaked his groin running the second. He's currently locked in. Despite the injury, Heater away, strike called, 0-1. Slider down, chopped at the middle, base hit for Stiffner as that's a seeing eye single in the center. He's 2 for 2 today. He'll be on at first with 1 down, and that'll bring up Alan Hinton, 0-for-1 today. Grounded out his first time up to shortstop. Heater up and away, strike called, 0-1. Slider low in the dirt, 1-1 the count. Fastball away, line by Hinton to right center field. That is down, and that'll split the gap all the way to the wall out there. As it's misplayed by Birch, that'll be an RBI double, at least for Hinton. He's going for third. He'll be in there with a triple as he slides in safely. 6-2, Heaters cut the lead down to 4. Runner 90 feet away from scoring, 1 down for catcher William Donovan. Rookie singled his first time up and then was erased on a double play ball. High pitch still active for the rookie backstop. Heater away is outside from Chasey Kim. Ball 1. Fastball up and in, chop the first. That should get the job done. Song firing home. Will get Hinton out at home as instead of taking the out at first, he didn't want us to get that third run on the board. Heads up play by the rookie, but he's still a bitch for doing so. 2 down, and that will bring up Dion Base. Tense hitting 182 with an RBI on the air. Hit into a double play his first time up. Heater down there at the knees, 0-1. Fastball put in, grounded up the middle, past the diving action into right center field. That is a base hit. Runner going for third, throw in by Birch is cut. Throw back to first is late. RBI is a single for base. Runners at the corners for Volt Bolter. 0 for 1 today with a ground out. Heater in there, down the middle, 0-1. Fastball up, swung through it, 0-2 as tough out activates for Bolter. Fastball away, skied to left center field, tracking it as Gold. He will get there in the gap, and that will end the inning. Heaters get 1 back on the RBI triple by Hinton. 6-2 the score to the bottom of the 4th. Kim, Action, and Emmon do up against Fuller. There's Kim, 0 for 1 today. Fastball at the knees, low, ball 1. Fuller's given up 8 hits and a walk so far today. Okay. Slider down and in, chopped in front of the plate, foul, 1-1. Ball down and away, fouled off, outside, 1-2. Two-seamer up and in, swung through it, strike 3. 5th punch out for Fuller today, 1 down. Bring up Action, 1 for 2 with an RBI single today. RBI single last time up for Action. Slider down and in, low in the check swing, ball 1. Two-seamer away, chased it outside, 1-1. Curveball inside, misses, 2-1 the count. Fastball at the knees, inside, strike called, 2-2. Change it down and away, outside, full count. Two-seamer up and in, chased it inside, strike 3. 6th punch up for Fuller, 2 down in the inning. That'll bring up Emmon, 0 for 2. First pitch, two-seamer down and away. Hit up the line, foul on the right side, 0-1. Fastball inside, misses, 1-1. Slider down and in, way inside, 2-1. Curveball away, foul back, 2-2 the count. Fastball away, fouled off, Emmons stays alive. Change up and in, high, full count. Slider down, fouled off, we'll do it again. Two-seamer away. Chased it outside, strike 3. Fuller strikes out the side in order. 7 punch outs now today. To the 5th, it is 6-2 still. Fuller, Rufo, and Gloop do up here against Kim. Here's Fuller, still 0 for 1 today and still tense. Grounded out to short his first time up. Forkball at the knees, 0-1. Fastball down and in, broken back grounder to first. Charging his Song on the bare hand, flips to Kim in time. 1 down. Next up is Rufo, 0 for 2 today. Heater away at the knees, 0-1. Forkball low in the dirt, 1-1 the count. Fastball middle in, line to right, left, over the diving Emmon, base hit for Rufo. I believe that's his first hit today, he's 1 for 3. He'll be on at first, 1 down for Gloop, 1 for 2 today with a single. Heater low, ball 1. Pick off the first, nothing doing, is Rufo back safely. Pick off again, still nothing doing. Heater inside misses, 2-0 to Gloop. Heater up and away, outside and high, 3-0. Heater up and in, caught the corner this time, 3-1 the count. Fastball up, chased and line to third, 1 hopper to Horn, who picks it the second 1, Action the first, double play, and that ends the inning. Bottom 5, it's 6-2, hard to line up for the Dogs again, Gold, Song, and Birch. Gold 2 for 2 today. He doubled last time up and also singled. He's also stolen a base. First pitch curveball away. Check swing strike. 0-1. Fastball down and in. Chopped to third in the hole. Stiffner over to his left. Cuts it off. Fires to first. 1 down. Next up, Song. 2 for 2 today. He tripled in a run earlier and singled last time up. He is 2 for 2 today. First pitch 4-seamer up and in. Inside. Ball 1. Change up at the knees. Chop up the middle. Base to his right. Backhands it cleanly to first. 2 down in the inning. Fuller back to neutral, and that'll bring up Birch, 0 for 2 today. Lined out his last time up. Slider down in the way is low, ball 1. Two-seamer up and away. High and outside, 2-0. Four-seamer down and in. Low and inside, 3-0. Change up away. Strike called, 3-1. Curveball at the knees. Chopped at the middle, base to his right, dives, cuts it off, fires to first. In time, 1-2-3 inning. Nice play by Dion. To the 6th. It is 6-2 still. Gold, Stiffner, and Hinton hard to line up for the Heaters here as we try to get back in the game. Gold doubled his first time up. He's also scored a run. He's 1 for 2 today. For that last time up. Fastball at the knees, 0-1 to Kim. Heater low and away in the dirt, 1-1. Fastball down the middle, driven by Gold to center field, but he missed it. Back at the wall is Birch to make the catch, 1 down. Next up, Stiffner. He's locked in, 2 for 2 today. Seeing I single last time up, he's also doubled in a run. He's also scored a run as well. Heater at the knees, 0-1. Heater up and in is inside, 1-1 to count. Check swing inside on the slider, misses, 2-1. Good hold by Stiffner on the swing. Fastball at the knees, lined by Stiffner to center, but it's right at Birch. Easy second out of the inning. That'll bring up Hinton, 1 for 2 with an RBI triple last time up. Trying to keep the inning alive here in the 6th. Heater at the knees, 0-1. Check swing high on the heater, 1-1. Work ball down and then skied by Hinton to right center field. That's going to hang up over there for Birch. He makes all 3 outs this inning, and that's 1-2-3 inning for Kim. Bottom 6, it is 6-2. Horn, Yu, and Perez do up as Fuller done after 5 innings. Gives up 8 hits, a walk, and 7 strikeouts, and 6 earned runs as he is in line for the loss. Horn leading off the inning, doubled in a run last time up. She's also walked today, 1 for 1. We're going to make a double switch here as we're going to go to the bullpen. We're going to go to left-handed specialist rookie Nebula Piddlestick as we're going to take Stiffner out of the game. We are going to bring on Antonio Lavos. We'll move him to first, and Hinton will play third base. Piddlestick on the year. Rookie's 1-0. She has a 4.05 ERA and a 1.35 WHIP. 3 appearances on the year. She's given up 3 earned runs, 6 2/3 innings pitched, 7 hits surrendered, 2 homers, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Her batting average against is .269 on the year. Specialist active for her. Fastball away. Strike called on the first pitch. 0-1. Curveball at the knees. Fouled off. 0-2 the count here to Horn. Slider down and away. Chased it outside. Strike 3. First punch up for Piddlestick. 1 down, and that'll bring up Robin Yu. 2-run homer last time up. He's also had an RBI double today, and he's also stolen a base. 2 for 2 with 3 of the 6 RBIs for the Dogs. Specialist active against him, though, despite him being locked in. First pitch slider middle away. Skied off the end of the bat to left center. Gold going out for it. Shortstop is there. Puts it away for the second out. Next up is Samuel Perez, 0 for 2 today. First pitch curveball down. Low, ball 1. Fastball up and in is high. 2-0 to Perez. Four-seamer down in the way. Strike called. 2-1. Slider middle of the plate, line to center, right at Rufo. Makes the catch, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Piddlestick. To the 7th, it is 6-2. Donovan, base, Bolter, and then Lavo do up 4th. Here's Donovan, grounded out last time up into a fielder's choice. He's 1 for 2 today with a single. Fastball up and in, strike called, 0-1. Heater up and away, high, 1-1. Fastball away, line to right, over the leaping Song's glove, base hit for Donovan. His second hit today, he's 2 for 3, and he's on to start the 7th. Dion base up next, 1 for 2 with a single last time up. He's also grounded into a double play today. Heater down and in, strike called at the knees, 0-1. Fastball up, line by base to right field, but that's hanging up for you. Easy catch, 1 down. Next up is Volt Bolter, right fielder, 0 for 2 today. Slider down and in, strike called, 0-1. Heater inside, strike called, 0-2 as Tough Out activates. Fastball middle in, turned on by Bolter and hit well to right center field. Carrying out there, but running it down is Yu in the gap. 2 down. Runner still at first for Mantonio Lavo. First baseman hitting .250 on the year. He has 2 RBIs. Came in as part of a double switch per candidate last inning. Heater up and away, high, ball 1. Heater high, 2-0 the count to Lavo. Look out now, don't do it. Fastball middle in, hard grounded to short. Nice diving play by Emin in the hole. She'll fire to first. In time to get the slow-footed Lavo as that ends the inning. Anyone else would have beat it out in our lineup, just not him. Bottom 7 it is 6-2. Kim, Action, and Emin do up. Here's Kim 0 for 2 today as he'll be pinch hit for after 7 innings, giving up 2 earned runs, only 9 hits, no walks, only the 2 earned runs. He didn't strike out anybody, but he also didn't give up any home runs as he kept the ball in the ballpark. He is in line for the win as that's a quality start. Pinch hitting his backup outfielder Casper Stern, hitting .500 on the year with 2 RBIs. First pitch curveball down, grounded to short. Gold over for it to his left. Fires the first, 1 down. Next up, Elroy Action, 1 for 3 today with an RBI single. Fastball down and in on the first pitch. Check swing strike called. 0-1 as Piddlesticks locked in here. Slider away, chased and chopped the second, charging his base. He'll make the play to first. 2 down in the inning. Next up, Kasha Emin, 0 for 3 today. Curveball down and in on the first pitch is low, ball 1. Slider down, chop behind the plate, 1-1 the count. Fastball inside, misses, almost hits her, 2-1. Curveball hangs, crushed by Emin to right field as that was a mistake pitch. And you can't make those in this league as that's a home run for Emin. 3rd of the year for her as that makes it 7-2. Heater's back up by 5. That'll bring up Gold, 2 for 3 today with the double and a single as Piddlestick loses her locked-in mojo, but she gets her specialist trait active. Fastball ways outside, ball 1. Curveball in there, fouled off, 1-1. Slider away, or inside, bloop to left center. That's going to drop in for a hit in no man's land. 3rd hit for Gold today. He is 3 for 4. Locked in again, and that'll bring up Song, 2 for 3 with the triple single and an RBI. Fastball down in the way in the first pitch outside, ball 1. Curveball down and in, low and inside, 2-0. Slider middle in, ripped foul by Song, 2-1. Fastball at the knees, strike called, 2-2. Curveball down, chop, check swing low, full count, runner goes with the pitch here. Fastball down, chased and fouled off, we'll do it again, full count still. Slider away. Outside ball 4. First walk from Piddlestick. First and second 2 down now for Birch. 0 for 3 today. Specialist active against him. Peter at the knees on the first pitch. Line to center field. Rufo back for it. Makes the catch on the line, and that will end the inning. But a run comes in on the home run by Emin as we hang her a slider, and she didn't miss it. 7-2 now. Overdog's lead is coming out of the bullpen here. Is right-hander flamethrower David Digler as he'll take over on the mound to the 8th. It is 7-2. Top of the lineup up for the Heaters with the pitcher slot to up 4th. Rufo leading off 1 for 3 with a single as Chopper Birch exits. Yvette Victorino comes in, the normal center fielder. She takes over for the rookie, who was hitless at the plate today. He went 0 for 4. David Digler on the year, no record, a 2.53 ERA and a 1.31 WHIP, 7 appearances, 1 save, 3 earned runs given up, 10 2/3 innings pitched, 12 hits surrendered, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, and a hit batsman. His batting average against .286 is actually the highest out of the bullpen. It's not even at .300. He's looking to shut it down here in the final 2 innings. Curveball down and in is in the dirt, ball 1. Heater up and in is high, 2-0 the count. Curveball away, outside, 3-0 the count to Rufo. Heater in there at the letters, 3-1 as Rufo's taking all the way here. Curveball away is fouled off, full count now. Curveball away, bloop to left center field, going out for Emin. She'll run it down in front of Gold for the first out as they avoid a collision. Glued up next, 1 for 3 today, intense. Singled earlier in the game. Heater in the dirt, ball 1. Heater down and in is strike called at the knees, 1-1. Fastball middle in, line to short, right at Emin. 2 down in the inning. Next up, Gold, 1 for 3 with a double. Heater up and in, high, ball 1. Curveball up and in. Inside. 2-0 the count to Gould. Fastball in the dirt. 3-0 the count. Fastball up and in. Strike called at the corner. 3-1. Fastball middle plate. Foul back. Full count offering coming. Curveball up is chased and popped up behind the mound. Diggler makes a catch. 1-2-3 inning for him. Bottom 8 it is 7-2. Horn, Yu, and Perez due up against Piddlestick. We will be subbing her off here after 2 innings of relief as she is gassed. Plus she's due up first next inning, so we do need to double switch here. Rhonda Horn is rattled. 1 for 2. Double walk and an RBI today. Coming out of the bullpen for us. We are going to double switch off. We're going to turn it over to Never Walker as the rookie will come on. We're going to take out Slapper Glued, who's not feeling it today. Bring in Murky Nubs Wubbles. Move him to right and have Volt Bolter play left field as Nubs Wubbles will lead off next inning. Never Walker on the year, 0-1. He has a 1.04 ERA and a 0.46 WHIP. 6 appearances on the year, 1 earned run given up with 3 saves, 8 2/3 innings pitched, 4 hits surrendered, 8 strikeouts, and a batting average against him 138, trying to keep it a 5-run deficit. First pitch fastball at the knees, swung through it, 0-1. Two-seamer up and in is high, 1-1. Curveball down and in. Grounded to first, Lavo to his right, backhands it cleanly. Flips to Never Walker in time, 1 down. Robin Yu up next, 2 for 3 today. He's hit a 2-run homer and doubled in a run. Contact with right-hander active first time today. Two-seamer down and away, outside, ball 1. Fastball away, fouled off, 1-1. Slider middle in. Blooped into right field, that is down for a hit. Nubs Wubbles gets it in. 3rd hit today for Robin Yu. He is now a triple shy of the cycle. Perez up next, he's 0 for 3 today. Just looking for his first hit. Curveball down in the way, fouled off, 0-1. Steeler active for Yu over at first. Two-seamer up and in. Perez takes his strike called, 0-2. Fastball up and away, fouled off. Slider inside, swung through it down and in, strike 3. First punch up for Never Walker, 2 down. Now to bring up David Diggler, the pitcher, batting 1,000 on the year with an RBI. Will they let him bat? Yes, they will, as they have a 5-run lead. Two-seamer at the knees on the first pitch, swung through it, 0-1. Fastball up and away, swung, check swing strike, 0-2. Curveball down and away, fouled off. We'll do it again. Fastball up and in, high, 1-2. Slider inside, chased at strike 3, back-to-back Ks for Never Walker and the inning. To the 9th, it is still 7-2, and 4, 5, and 6 do up for the Heaters here. Nubs, Wubbles, Hinton, and Donovan as the last chance as we try to make this a respectable loss. Here's Nubs Wubbles, batting 2 for 3 on the year, 667. Curveball down and in, strike called, 0-1. Nice pitch from Diggler. Fastball middle in, popped up behind second base on a shallow center. Action there for it. Second baseman puts it away, 1 down. Hinton up next, 1 for 3 with an RBI triple today. Fastball in there at the knees, 0-1. Fastball down is chopped to the right side of the mound, barehanded by Diggler to first, 2 down. Last chance is Donovan, catcher 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. High pitch active for the rookie. Fastball up and in, ripped hard past the diving third baseman into left. Base hit for Donovan today. He is 3 for 4, one of our few bright spots in the lineup. He's locked in, and that'll bring up 10th second baseman Dion Base, 1 for 3 today with a single. Heater away, strike called, 0-1. Heater down and in is inside, 1-1. Curveball away, check swing strike, ball taken actually, 2-1. Fastball to Denise, chopped to short. This will be the last play of the game. Emmond to first, in time to get base, and that ends the game. Heaters lose to the Overdogs 7-2 as we now fall to 5-5 on the year. Yep, sounds about right. Hot start for the Overdogs was enough to take it today, as Fuller just didn't have his best stuff today. He settled down after the 3rd inning, but those first 3 were just enough to sink his day. Backs lines for us, hitless today, were Nubs, Wubbles, Bolter, Fuller, and Lavo. RBIs today, Alan Hinton had 1 on a triple, and Stiffner had an RBI double. He, however, unfortunately tweaked his groin in the process, so he is now injured, which is not good because he's our hottest performing hitter at the moment. On the other side for the Overdogs, hitless today were Chopper Birch, the rookie, Samuel Perez, Chasey Kim, Casper Stern, and David Diggler. 3 RBIs today for Robin Yu. He had a 2-run homer and an RBI double. Rhonda Horn had an RBI double. Sakto Song had an RBI single. Cash Emmon had a solo homer, and Alaroy Action had an RBI single. Loss today goes to Bishop Fuller. 5 innings, 8 hits, 6 earned runs, a walk, 7 strikeouts, and a home run given up. He falls to 2-1. Piddlestick, 2 innings in relief, 2 hits, an earned run, a walk, strikeout, and a home run given up. Her best appearance so far in her career. Only 1 mistake pitch. And Never Walker, an inning, 1 hit given up with 2 strikeouts. Another good, solid outing for him. On the other side for the Overdogs, Kim, 7 innings, gets the quality start. 2 earned runs given up, 9 hits, proving the 2-0 on the year. David Diggler shuts it down in the last 2 innings, only giving up a hit. Player of the game is Robin Yu. He finishes a triple shy of the cycle with 3 RBIs, 2 on a homer, 1 on a double. He also scored twice and stole a base. Sakto Song went 2 for 3 today. He tripled and singled, driving in a run. And Rhonda Horn went 1 for 3 today. She doubled, walked, drove in a run, stole a base, and scored twice. Tough loss out there today. We tried. Offense just never really showed up. It's been our weak point pretty much all season. And our best pitcher just didn't have his stuff today. Back to 500 now as we're on a 2-game losing streak. Have a look around the league at any roster moves that were made. Got a couple, it looks like. Our rookie third baseman Caleb Bamber was picked up by the Overdogs after that game as they replaced bench third baseman Dick Berger, probably looking to give Rhonda Horn a day off. Fix her mojo. What else happened? Buzzards signed Mercy Ryan, the rookie first baseman, as they cut utility player Emilio Idoia. Braylon Donkey, the rookie center fielder, is signed by the Overdogs as well as they cut Yvette Victorino. So you have a competent center fielder on the roster. Hank Hart gets +3 power on a random roll. That's nice. Slapper Glute loses 4 power. Not ideal. And what else happened? And Godfred Storm, the utility outfielder for the Wild Pigs, is cut for rookie center fielder Grape Nolan. All right. Let's go ahead and sim up to our next game here. We got a lot to get through here, 25 games to be precise, as we are inching closer to the end of the year here. Platypi taking on the division-leading Nemesis here in the first game of the sim, and the Platypi blow them out, 15-6. Battle of division leaders there. Platypi are now 7-3. Freebooters get their crap pushed in by the Blowfish, 9-2, so that's their second loss of the year. Sirloins beat the Hot Corners, 5-2. Jacks taking on the Wide Loads here. Wide Loads rally, but blow it to the Jacks 6-5. Crocodile's taking on the Buzzards here. Crocs take care of business, winning 8-3 as that stops the Buzzards' 3-game winning streak. Sandcats winning 10 over the Sirloins in a pitcher's duel, 2-1. Blowfish hold off the Herbisaurs to win 5-3. They're now a half game out of first. Jacks blow out the Platypi 10-2 as they're back at 500, 6-6 on the year. Sirloins get revenge against the Sandcats here, 6-2 in that win. And they immediately take on the Sawteeth afterwards and win 3-2. Moose taking on the Wild Pigs here. Moose take care of business. They win 12-7, getting their second win of the year, keeping their slim hopes alive at the playoffs. Grapplers win 5-1 over the Bee-Wolves. Both teams now at 5-5 with us. Moose rally to win 7-6 as they officially beat the Wild Pigs in 10 innings, knocking them out of playoff contention with that win. Bee-Wolves win 9-5 over the Grapplers. Platypi then win 9-6 over the Grapplers, as the Grapplers now fall to 5-7, and then the Platypi beat them 5-0. Freebooters look to bounce back after that horrendous loss, and they lose to the Wild Pigs 6-2 in the first game of the doubleheader, and in the second game of the doubleheader, they win this time 10-4, as they now improve to 9-3, which is still the best record in the league. Jacks win 3-0 over the Buzzards. Wide Loads beat up the Bee-Wolves 11-7, as they move to 5-6. And the Bee-Wolves beat them in the second half of the doubleheader, winning 4-0. Herbisaurs beat the Hot Corners 7-5 here. Sandcats then beat the Moonstars 10-3. They're back above 500. Herbisaurs beat the Wild Pigs 9-2, as they give them their 11th loss of the year. And the Nemesis in the final game wins 6-2 over the Overdogs. So looking at the playoff picture, what teams are out? Wild Pigs right now, they're out. They're at 3-11. Moose can still make it back if they win out. because they only have a 0 run differential. That would get them back in it. Hot Corners are 1 loss away from officially being eliminated. They're at 4-7, but with a negative 18 run differential, there's no shot they make the playoffs at this point. So 2 teams out in the Beast division. Moving down to the Boss division, no one's out in that division just yet. That's actually the most competitive division on that side. A lot of strong teams there. Every team's above 500 except the Sawtooth, so we'll see how that works out. For our conference, looking at our division, I think the Grapplers are borderline out at this point. They need that one last loss. They can still win out and make it in, but it's unlikely. Everyone else is still in except for the Buzzards. I'm going to call them out as well because they're 5-7 with a negative 15 run differential. Even if they win out, they're probably not making it. So 2 teams almost, 1 team definitely out, 1 almost out on this side. So I can eliminate 3 teams right now from the playoffs, possibly 4. We're hanging in there at 5-5 in 3rd place in the division, 2.5 games out of 1st, but we do need to start winning as we're currently cold. And next episode begins a doubleheader against the Grapplers. On the mound in Game 1 for the Grapplers, who come in at 5-8, looking to keep their playoff hopes alive, is the veteran right-hander Hiro Misano, who is locked in. 1-1 with a 3.18 ERA and a 1.47 WHIP, and on the mound for us will be rookie Air Lovestone. 1-0 with a 6.30 ERA and a 2.30 WHIP. Alrighty, lineup we might be sending out there for this. I may or may not make some changes to this. Hart will be in at catcher, leading off, then Rufo in center. Lavo at first base as Hinton moves over to third. He'll bat 4th. Lavo batting 3rd, in for the injured Stiffner. Gold batting 5th at shortstop. Glute, Tense in left field, is batting 6th. Dion Base batting 7th is Tense at second base. Volt Bolter in right field is batting 8th, and batting 9th is Air Lovestone, the pitcher. Tempted to make some roster moves here. Dion Base isn't hitting well this year, but I don't want to get rid of him per se. Volt Bolter's not hitting well right now, but he does have tough out. Tempted to get rid of him, though, because he's never going to be a hitter. However, I got to remind myself he is still 25. He's still young. He's got a lot of upside. Do want to get rid of Slapper Glue because it looks like he's not the guy in left field, but there are no good left fielders left, so kind of stuck with him for the moment. Yeah, I think we're kind of stuck. Our hands are tied here. Aren't really any good young options except Landon Fair, who is pretty decent. He's a good backup buildable player. He's at 3.6 right now. He can still actually get lower. We can get him confidently for $3 million, honestly. And that would still be a little bit overpaying him. I could honestly get him for 2.8 or 2.5, really. But with him being 22, I'm going to bump up the level to $3 million just because, you know, they might overpay him that much. Other than that, I don't see any other moves I want to make at the current moment on the offensive side of things. Pitching side of things, there isn't much we can really do either. There are no good reliever outside of Kate Frequent, who I'm not paying that kind of money. I mean, she can go ahead and go fuck right off for all I care. And then for the only other decent reliever is Libby Doe, and 32 years old. I'm not interested in getting a temporary answer for my bullpen, and there's no good starting pitching, so I think we're good on roster moves for the current moment. Let's go ahead and look at player development options here. What do we want to do? Could get the arm for gold, but he doesn't really need it. Stiffner, he could use the arm, yes, but I can't sacrifice any more fielding, plus he's hurt. He's not going to be playing these next couple of games. Jamie Pollard, that's a decent upgrade for him. I'll look to get that. Slapper Gloop, that's a dumb one, too high of a chance for RBI dud. Nubs Wubbles, he doesn't really need the extra speed and arm. Those are kind of like his 2 best traits. Really, he needs fielding, contact hitting, and power hitting as well. This best one here is for Donovan, this contact trait boost. Hopefully he gets it, because I'm going to give it to him. He earned it. He had 3 hits today. Let's boost up his bat a little bit here. Gets the big 14 roll. Nice. Up to 58. Does not get the trait, but it's alright. He still has high pitch, so that's good. He is up to a B- now. That is solid. Nice job, buddy. Alrighty, next episode is probably make or break for us, as it is a doubleheader against the Grapplers. Let me check that to make sure. Yes, it is. So I think if we lose both of these games, I'm confident in saying our season is over, and we'll just release the rest of the guys that are taking up our money. At this point, I am okay with getting rid of Bishop Fuller, and I'm okay with keeping Neverwalker. I can keep one or the other, I think. Definitely going to keep Ray's Rufo no matter what, but I will look to get rid of players like Slapper Glute because he's obviously not the answer in left field. Also looking to get rid of probably Bishop Fuller because he's older. I can't afford $12 million even though he's doing well. Neverwalker would save more money though, that's true. I really need to think about it, but definitely if we lose the next 2 games, we're definitely out of the playoff picture at this point, and then we just got to get through the rest of the games after that. But yeah, that's what's on the line for us next episode. Line up again for everyone that missed it the first time. It's Hart, Rufo, Lavo, Hinton, Gold, Glute, Base, Bolter, and Lovestone. That will be the lineup we'll send out there for next game, and that is going to do it for this episode, everybody. Tough loss out there today to the Overdogs. We lost 7-2. Their offense showed up early, and we did not, and Bishop Fuller did not have his A game. So with that, another loss, our second in a row. We are now 5-5 on the year, back at 500. Still in the playoff hunt. We're in 3rd place in the division right now, 2.5 out of 1st. However, we do need to start winning to get back in and be a serious contender. And this doubleheader against the Grapplers next time out is make or break for both clubs. 1 loss by the Grapplers, they're out of playoff contention. 2 losses by us, and I'm confident saying our season's over because our run differential will be too bad at that point. So tune in next time to see how that turns out. And until then, if you made it this deep in the video, thank you so much. I appreciate the support as always. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the follow button down below to be notified next time I go live. And if you haven't already on YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, link to Twitch in the description below. I will catch you all in the next episode. Until then, this is the Nasty One, signing off.